Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Cast your mind back a little while and you'll remember the case of the tens of thousands of Afghanistanis that were brought to this country under the radar, literally, secretively, and very expensively at the cost of £7 billion. You brought in these third world terrible people because somebody had made a mistake apparently, and it was like, oh well, we'll just bring in 20,000 or whatever it is and pretend that they don't exist. They even went to the High Court and got a super injunction so that nobody was allowed to talk about it, because the Tory party who brought them in knew people would be righteously angry. Well, two of those Afghanis, amongst others in the past, but we'll talk about two of them here. A monster called Ahmed Mulakil, who's 23, and another one called Mohammed Kabir, who's also 23. They were arrested on the 26th of July after alleged events a couple of days earlier on the 22nd of July. And Mulakil had to go to court. The pair of them had been to court, but, one of them pled guilty to one count of rape of a child under 13 because they're backward savages that were brought in. We don't know who they are. There was no control, no background check. We were just bringing in people that would do terrible things to children and then put an embargo on it so that, we're not allowed to talk about this. Well, he previously said he was innocent, but then changed his mind. He faces several other charges, and they're going to be tried in January. Two further counts of rape of a child under 13, attempted to take a child, abduction of a child, 2 counts of sexual assault of a child under 13. That's all for one of them. That's the Mulakil. Kabir is facing charges of attempting to take a child, aiding and abetting the rape of a child under 13, intentional strangulation. He denied the charges. Is it any wonder people stand outside these hotels and things, and now army barracks, saying we don't want these monsters here. We don't want these people in our country doing these things to our children. And the government said, oh, you can't blame them all. They're not all like that. Basically, yes, they fucking are. Because the government can't say who is and who isn't. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Say, oh, we'll let them all in because, well, a few child rapes is a price worth paying for having these wonderful people here. Or how about this? The risk is so high, we're not going to let any of these people in, and then our children will be safe. Ask the people of Britain what they would prefer. We don't need to ask. Just look outside every hotel that houses these people. You can see what British people want. They don't want them here. They don't want their children raped. And you know who's causing this? The government. That's who we should be angry about. It's the government that are doing this. It's the Labour government at the moment not stopping them coming in. But before that, it was the Tory government flying them in and then putting court orders on so we wouldn't know about it. Don't vote Tory, don't vote Labour, because they're all child-raping paedophiles who didn't have to bring these people in but chose to do so, knowing this would happen. And now we do know that this happens. We see it all the time, week in, week out. These invaders raping children. Let's get rid of the raiders. Let's get rid of these invaders. Let's get rid of these monsters. And here's the thing. If you don't know which one in and which one isn't, I got the idea for you. Get rid of every fucking one. And then we don't have to worry, do we? You're cool. Who's to blame? Starmer and Rishi Sunak. They're the monsters. They are the absolute monsters. Because while these guys did it, they enabled it. And if it wasn't for Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer, these bastards wouldn't be here. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks a lot. Bye.